Let us rain some doom down upon the filthy heads of our doomed.
Okay, we'll go over planets, not planets, starships. This is the actual strategic part of this game, is where to move your ships, which ships to build, and have them escort other ships. I'm going to start right here on the ID 10, ship number 1 of 7, and this shows me he is right here. See the yellow? The yellow shows me that which one we're currently talking about. The green is a ship in orbit. The green circle, the red circle mean there's an enemy ship in orbit. So this one right here, he's in orbit around this planet. If I click on this planet, it's unowned. And I can look over on the right hand side. It doesn't have any natives. But I'm going to try to take over as many planets as I can. You really do need the natives to be able to build up enough mines on the planets. So, but I'll just put a couple clans down on there. And where shall we go? We'll send him off to, I see I own that planet. Well, this is my, he needs to start collecting some minerals to take back to my starbase. So this planet right here has enough minerals I have that I can put into this ship. So there's this one here. We'll get back to him. Okay, this one right here. If you take a look, here's the yellow is the one we're talking about. Here's my ship. It's got a red line around it. It's because there's an enemy freighter. Owned by the Solar Federation. I don't know. Either, you know, it's a freighter, so it doesn't have any weapons. So I was going to try to kill him, that freighter, but this is my probe that has a hyper jump capacity, and I'm just exploring. So if I try to attack him, I can't. Even if I capture the ship, it's too far away from my planets to do anything. So it'd be kind of a waste. So I'm going to just set this to dark sense. Enemy, none. I don't want to attack that ship. And I'm going to set this probe. Most ships can only travel 81 light years a turn. The probe can hyper jump 350 light years. Oh, see, now I'm in trouble. Because it takes, to make that hyper jump, it takes 50 units of neutronium. So, mission, beam up fuel from this planet. This planet has 67. So if I can beam up enough fuel, let's our mission is to beam up fuel. We're going to set the enemy to the Solar Federation. Hyper jump, no. Actually, I should be able to beam up enough fuel to jump. So let's see. Let's try the hyper. Let's see what happens. If I don't have enough fuel, he won't jump. Let's go to this planet right here. So now if I look down here, it's got the host order. And since I don't have enough fuel, if the host order is to beam up fuel first, before before a hyper jump, then this will work. Beam transfer F codes. Gather missions. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a gather mission. So he's going to gather the fuel and then make the hyper jump. So that should work. Go to my next ship. It's right around this planet. If I take a look on the right, this has some reptilians. I don't have any colonists on this ship for some reason. So I need to actually go back here and gather up a bunch of colonists. This planet has a bunch of titanium, so I need to get colonists from here to here. I actually have 2 ships around here, so I'm going to send them up to this planet right here. Okay, this ship right here, I'm dropping 10 colonists onto this planet. I've already given orders to these ships. I'm dropping 10 colonists, 3 supplies. So next turn, this ship will be mine. It has some reptilians, and look at all those. Actually, I should probably drop most of my colonists because this has 6,000 units of duranium and 5,000 units of titanium. So this is going to be an important planet. I need those minerals on my starbase to build ships. So let's transfer the majority of our clans there. And then I'm just going to jump over to this here the next turn, just to try to expand my borders a little bit. Mission. I'm going to have enough fuel to get there's a big empty space here, so I'm not going to go beyond these 3 planets right here right yet, because these are robotic planets. I've been able to detect these because my ships have a special ability, the dark sense, that allows me to detect enemy planets 200 light years away. So they cannot detect me. I can detect them because of my dark sense. They do not know that my ships are up here yet. But this is kind of an empty space up here, and so I think I would be able to see their ships coming. I don't think they'd be able to make that in one jump. They may. Let's see, how far is that? Let's see, 49. So that, yeah, no, that would be 49. That'd be 120 light years. 110. So they can't make that jump. So their ships, I would see their ships. They would be in this void here somewhere, in between these 2 planets when they were on their way. So this would be a good spot for me to put some minefields right over here. This ship does have the ability to lay mines. I need more torpedoes to lay a bigger minefield. So, but this is an important planet right here that I'm at right now. So right now I'm just going to drop all my colonists on there, and then next turn I'll try to build more mines. My next ship here is this carrier. He is doing the same thing. This is a no natives live on this planet. It doesn't have a lot of minerals. It does have a fair amount of molybdenum, but I'm just going to, for right now, I'm going to see if I can see what this planet here offers. So I'm just dropping a few, one clan right here just so that I own that planet. Okay, this is one of the ships that I've built in orbit around my star base, and it's not going anywhere. Now, what I was saying before was this. Is it this planet? Well, now I've lost that planet. Which one had all those? Well, this is the planet I want to send all the. This is the most mineral-rich planet I have. So I'm going to want to send a lot of colonists to this planet. It doesn't have a lot of molybdenum, but this planet does. So I want to send a lot of colonists to this planet and a lot of colonists to this planet. Actually, this one here has even more. This has 11,000 units. So yeah, so this is the planet I want to send colonists to. So if I go back to my star base, I'm going to transfer from the planet, and I need some fuel, and I want to fill up with clans and some money or some. Oh, I don't have any cargo. Let's see, so I need some supplies, so I don't need any torpedoes. I need supplies so that they can build some mines and get started. So I'm going to send them up here to this. And speed, warp 6. So it would take 3 turns. If I go at warp 7, it'll take 2 turns, but it'll take a lot of fuel. This planet has 200 units of fuel on the surface, so once I get there I can beam up fuel. And I don't want to use these. Right now I'm using these frigates, these warships, as carriers, but they don't have enough cargo space. This one only has 80. I'm going to have to start building some freighters. So now if I go back to my next ship, this is the other ship that I just built. I'm going to want this one to get here. So I need to transfer from the planet 100. Let's see, does this guy have? He has torpedoes. But I don't have, see, I want to put all the clans on here, so I'm not going to do any torpedoes. I want to fill up with clans. I'm going to sell some supplies into credits so that I can build stuff right away. And I am going to send this ship waypoint to right here. And speed. See, I don't want him to get there in 3 turns. How far is this? That is 70. Speed 8. Jesus Christ. No, that's not right. 8, 9, yeah, that's 64. So yeah, but now I can go to the warps. Once you get above your engine, so I have a quantum drive 7, so I can go warp factor 7 using fuel efficiency. It only needs 25. But the higher the warp you go beyond the efficiency of your engine, the more fuel it uses. So I can go at warp 9, and it'll get there in 1 turn. So next turn it'll be out this planet, but it uses a ton of fuel. So let's see, on this planet there's only 30 neutronium, so I can beam, go to here. I see I can load enough fuel to get there in one turn. See, here it would take 222, so I can't even get there. At warp 9 it would take 2 turns. At warp 8 it still takes 2 turns and 111 units. So I could jump to here in one turn. No, that would still take, you know what? We're just going to go straight to here in 2 turns, and we're going to just load enough fuel to get there. So I'm filling up the fuel, and it's going warp 8. At warp 9, I can't carry enough fuel to get there in warp 9, and it's too far. So warp 8, this is going to go 64 light years, so that's just about halfway. So next turn, this ship, there's going to be a green dot for me right here because he's going to go halfway, and then the following turn he'll move here. So I won't have to give him another order. He's already got the orders to go there, so next turn he'll be en route going there. The disadvantage of doing it this way is that if there are any ships around, suppose there's a ship here, an enemy ship, he'll be able to see my ship out in the open space. If they're in orbit, enemies, so I don't know if there's ships in orbit around here because they're inside the orbit of the planet. You can only see ships if they are like you have to have a ship in orbit or own the planet. And the only other way to see the ships is they have to be in between planets. So I don't know, there could be ships on either one of these, and he doesn't know if there's ships up here. But when I am putting this ship over to here in these 2 turns, he's going to be out here and he's going to be exposed. But of course, not everybody's going to see him. You have to be within sensor range. And because I have the dark sense, my sensor range for planets is 200 light years. That's how I know these planets are inhabited, and the same thing with these up here. So so if he doesn't have he would have to have one of these planets here. This one or this one, and then he would see that ship. So I'm probably pretty safe. I'm far enough away probably to be safe. And that's it. That's all the orders we're going to give those ships.